How's it going, everybody? Catchable Orphan here. It's been about a year since the last major expansion came out for Destiny, not including the 3 seasonal offerings from the annual pass, which started off with Season of the Forge that left much to be desired, followed up by Season of the Drifter, which was great as long as you like playing a lot of Gambit, and then finally the current season, Season of Opulence, with the Menagerie that allowed you to pick and choose different rewards every single run. Need boots? Done. You want 30 Ostringers to find that god roll? If you have the time, you get the dime. They had their highs and lows. The Whisper of the Worm was found and then subsequently nerfed back into D1. The Reckoning was brutally unforgiving but had some of the best weapons to farm for and still does to this day. However, the consensus on these content drops has been on a trend upwards in quality and reception, with Bungie adding new features about as fast as they fix the issues with the previously added systems. All these small quality of life upgrades have been great steps in the right direction and have placed Destiny in what could be said to be the best place it's ever been. All that being said, we can't necessarily use seasons as a benchmark for what Shadowkeep needs to bring to the table. It's a full-on expansion and it needs to change the way that the game feels and plays. Not just adding to it in the way that these past seasons have, September content needs to define what and how the game will be for the next year. Will Shadowkeep measure up? The devs have said that this is a Rise of Iron-sized expansion, which was the last expansion back in Destiny 1 before waiting a whole year with minimal content sprinkled here and there before Destiny 2 released. Shadowkeep is going to be supported with regular season content to bolster the things to do on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, and will even begin a story arc starting in this season and ending 3 seasons down the road from now. The TWAB on September 12th gave us this handy roadmap to give us an overview of what to expect after the arrival of the upcoming expansion. With even more unannounced surprises to come, let's take a look and break down just all what's here. At first glance it would seem like a lot, but on closer inspection you can see just where all the content actually is. It's worth noting at this point that Destiny is getting a free-to-play version called New Light that will include the base game as well as its first 2 DLCs, Curse of Osiris and Warmind, as well as access to patrol zones on most destinations, old and new strikes which in the past have been locked within the paid-for content, Gambit, Crucible, including the new and reprised maps as well as the free seasonal updates up and through Shadowkeep, and that's not even mentioning the new seasonal artifact, Armor 2.0, finishers, and the list goes on. There's actually a good deal of content here, and I'm sure it's intended to be as tantalizing as possible to give your friends reason to return with that low bar of entry free. Here's where things start to get interesting. When you consider all the free content that'll be arriving on October 1st and highlight only what'll be locked behind Shadowkeep itself, you then get a clear view of all of what Shadowkeep itself has to offer. The new raid Garden of Salvation launching on a Saturday, October 5th, a franchise first, the Vex Offensive EP style event, Nightmare Hunts, a new dungeon, raid challenges, and at least 2 exotic quests, and I say at least 2 because if things follow the trend of previous seasons, there will be some hidden treasures to find. There's also a Battle Pass style leveling system that will be added on top of all of this with a free track and a paid track. However, we don't all know exactly what's going to be included on that, probably not until launch day. One thing is clear with this though is that if you have the paid track, and this comes with the purchase of Shadowkeep, you'll obtain some things faster like this new exotic hand cannon, level 1 on the paid track and level 25 on the free to play track. So once you break it down, you get a much better picture of what's free and what's paid. Players that enjoyed Forsaken for its content and not for its story will most likely enjoy Shadowkeep. Shadowkeep does not appear at this point to have any story cutscenes like Forsaken did. I find it unlikely that it does, otherwise we would have been shown a teaser by now. However, there are a couple of NPC interactions and Eris saying some typical Eris things.
You're all insufferable! Save your torment for someone who gives a damn!
It's pretty clear though that if you're here for the content and the loot, Shadowkeep will indeed be very much worth it to you. If you're the person that hasn't played since Forsaken, didn't get the annual pass, and wondering if it's worth $40 to jump back in, you really have 2 options. You can pony up and roll the dice on the expansion, and honestly I don't think most people that do this are going to end up disappointed, or you can wait and see and give the free to play option a try, because again, there's almost more content in the free-to-play than there is in Shadowkeep itself. If you're even considering Shadowkeep and won't decide until reviews come in, you should absolutely download the free update to the game on October 1st. Try out all the seasonal updates. You have absolutely nothing to lose, except for maybe a couple hours of download time depending on where you live. I'm sorry if you have slow internet. For me, I'm going to be picking up Shadowkeep and getting a team together to go into Garden of Salvation day 1. Already got work off. So the question is this: are you decided? Are you on the fence? Let me know down below. I'd be interested to hear from a wait-and-seer type person, or hey, if you're super excited about it, let's talk about all the crazy things that might be going down. I hope this video helps you decide on whether you'll be jumping in come Shadowkeep. If you found this video helpful, please consider hitting that like button, and if you want yearly Destiny 2 videos, subscribe and tap that bell. Thanks for listening. I'm Catchable Orphan, and I will catch you guys next time.
A great battle approaches.